Hey guys, JT Tapias, and today I want to talk to you about the book that's had the biggest impact in my life. The book is by Dr. Thurman, and it's called The Lies We Believe. Now, I read this book, and obviously I ran that book through the filter of fitness and nutrition. That being said, the book can be applied to any area of our life. But Dr. Thurman in his book has an acronym called TRUTH, TRUTH. So the T stands for trigger, which means we are triggered by specific events that can overwhelm our senses. And in that moment, the R gives us the opportunity to reflect on those things, that stimuli that comes in. The U is that we initially have an unhealthy response to all stimuli that comes into our life. And at that point, we can decide, okay, what's the truth about the situation, which is the T, the truth. And then we can make hopefully a healthy response, which is the H, right? So that acronym is amazing because let me iron this out for you. You walk into a restaurant, you get triggered by an event, by your senses are overwhelmed by the food, by the smell, by the things that happen in this restaurant. At that point, you start to reflect and you start to either, talk yourself into a bad meal or talk yourself out of a bad meal. Now, what regularly happens is that you start running that grid, and the initial response is usually an unhealthy one. You start to tell yourself, well, I'm going to reward myself. It's been a long week. I'm stressed. I've been really good on my diet. I'm going to go ahead and do this, right? That is usually the initial intention, is to have an unhealthy response to that trigger. Now, at that point in time, we have the ability to tell ourselves the truth, right? I'm doing this plan because I want to be healthy. I'm doing this plan because I want to be around longer for my kids, for my family, for my husband, for my wife, whatever that truth is for you. And then once we run it through that truth, we have the ability to make a healthy decision. And I can tell you that on the other side of that decision, you're going to be extremely happy. You're going to be empowered. And you're going to walk away from there with something that's amazing. And it's what I call a changed relationship to food. We all have this relationship to food, whether we know that or not. It kind of got anchored in us at a young age when we were kids. A baby cries, the first thing they hand them is a bottle. And from that very young age, you start to believe that every single time you have any kind of adversity or emotion that's negative, you can reach for food, and that's going to be your solution. That gets anchored when you're an infant, and then throughout our entire lives, we continue to do that unless we are aware of those decisions. We start changing our relationship to food. And this TRUTH acronym is amazing for it. Right. And so apply it to any area of your life, and you're going to see incredible changes in your response. You're going to be very happy on the other side. And these are the people that we look and we're like, man, that person is so wise. They always make the right decision. And most likely that person is running their decisions by that TRUTH acronym, whether they know it or not. Right. And so to reiterate on the TRUTH acronym, the T is for trigger. The R is for reflection. The U is for an unhealthy response. The T is for the truth about the matter, and the H is a healthy response. So run all your decisions through this grid. Go ahead right now, open up your notes in your book and put this TRUTH acronym inside of your notes. And every single time you have to make a decision, run it through that grid. And I can promise you that on the other side, you're going to be super happy. You're going to make great decisions, and you're going to walk away going, that was awesome. I'm glad I had power over that negative, stimuli. And now I can move forward and do whatever it is I want to do. So if you run it through that grid, you're going to be extremely happy on the other side. Pick up the book, The Lies We Believe by Dr. Thurman, and you're going to be extremely, extremely satisfied with that read. And you're going to walk away super empowered. And I want you to get back to me. I want you to tell me, hey, I use the TRUTH acronym. I've been using it in my decisions to eat. I've been using the decisions with my kids, with my husband, with my wife. And I know you're going to be happy on the other side. So I really hope you pick this book up. I encourage you to read it and run it through that grid of fitness and nutrition. And I will see you on the other side. Thanks, guys.